It's been a few days now since the incident in the Oval Office happened, or should I say the disaster. But you know who's still crying about it? Yeah, let's check out some of this video, shall we?
What are you doing,
Guys, let's talk about what just happened at the White House. So there was a meeting between Trump, Zelensky, and Vance. President Zelensky was invited there. He was going to sign over $500 billion of Ukrainian minerals in exchange for protection. So basically extortion.
Extortion? So basically the US should continue to fund this war without anything in return. What would you call that then?
And Trump and Vance set him up. They cornered him. They put him in a position where no matter what he said or did, they were going to berate him, bully him. And this was all in front of the world. This was all in front of media. Russian state media was in the Oval Office. It was a despicable display of just, I am so stunned. I'm not surprised.
And we're not going to mention how arrogant Zelensky was, right? No, never mind that. Yeah, let's all blame the big bad orange man, for actually just, smacking him back for being disrespectful. You know what I mean?
But this puts America in such danger. This is a clear signal to all of our allies. And I say allies tongue in cheek because I don't know that we have any allies anymore. And I don't blame them. The rest of the world has clocked what's going on in America. And Trump is definitely not working in the best interests of Americans, not working for America. He is working for Putin. If this wasn't clear before, it should be 100% clear now. Everything that happened at the Oval Office today was for Putin's benefit. That's it. It was for Putin's benefit. This doesn't benefit anybody else. It doesn't benefit the everyday American. It doesn't benefit Europe. It doesn't benefit any of our allies. It doesn't benefit the strength of the dollar. It doesn't benefit the stock market. It benefits nobody but Putin. So this puts us in a really bad place. And I don't know where we're going to go from here. I really don't know. But I can assure you that we are knee deep in a whole bunch of shit. I just don't know.
What the hell was that Oval Office meeting? That was not a beatdown. That was not us flexing our muscles. That was not presidential. That was a joke. That was just bully tactics. Let's invite a guy to the Oval Office and 2 against 1. Nothing respectable about it. It's embarrassing. Absolute embarrassment what we have going on right now.
So I guess the cameras were all about today in the Oval Office. It was a real shit show. So let me get you updated. Zelensky visited the White House today. We had all the cameras that attended, even the journalists. One guy asked Zelensky why he doesn't wear suits. If I would have been like my granny back in the day, how she used to do her hand when she was about to backslap somebody, that would have been me today.
You wouldn't do shit.
It would have been just a straight, because my thing.
I love it when people talk about like what I would have, could have done. Like, get out of here, man. Anyways.
Is to all the journalists, what that man suit got to do with anything that's going on with what's going on in the world right now, in his country and in ours. I just want to know. Just a bunch of Karens. Then JD Vance tried to chime in and say something to the man and saying that the man is disrespectful. Sir, all he asked you was, have you ever been over there? Have you ever been over to Ukraine? And you gonna sit up and almost lie and say, yeah. And you ain't even been over there. You just saw what we see on the news.
See, that's the problem. You only get your information only on the news. But what about some of the report that's coming straight up from over there, where they're kidnapping people, little kids and all that stuff, right? Try to get them to the front line. These are the things that you're not seeing. So then you are upset because the Trump administration is frustrated because this guy refused to put an end to this war, right? So he's like, dude, the American people are tired of being a piggy bank to actually for conflict all throughout the world. It's simple.
What I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you don't have big bags of popcorn in your home, you can't do it today the 28th. Later on, maybe next week sometime. Anyway, get you some popcorn, because baby, it looks like this is gonna be okay, because this is just February. You gotta remember, I don't know if y'all have forgotten, but this is just February 2025, may I add. So we still got some years. Damn, I'm tired already.
Really prepared to honor, if it wasn't already obvious before that little Oval Office ambush, this administration and the orange guy in particular is beyond 100% certainly beholden to Russia.
Oh, the Russia thing. Oh my God. All right, keep going.
If it wasn't already obvious before today, it should be obvious to you now. Whether he's just working for them, whether it's blackmail, whether they got dirt on him and he has to pay it back, I don't care what the reason is, honestly. So the question that I'm genuinely curious in, because I saw another creator who said he can see a situation where Russia and the US would be fighting alongside each other. My question is,
I can see that happening.
I'm genuinely curious. If it came to that, again, this is all hypothetical because we have no idea, but if it came to that, would our military honor that call and fight alongside that treacherous country?
No, I don't think the United States would actually align themselves with Russia in order to actually fight NATO. I don't think so. I think what the United States will do is actually stay out of it. And let's face it, United States is NATO. United States is the guy with actually the check and the armament, because for so long NATO took a back seat and actually allowed United States to spend most of its money on its military, and then they just spent very little on it. So now for them to actually try to catch up and actually rev up their military, and they haven't really seen conflict for a very long time now. It's not a winnable war for NATO unless they want to use nuclear options, which is what Zelensky is pushing. So it's fun for you guys to talk about, like, yeah, the big war, blah, 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 all this stuff, but you're not on the front line. Zelensky, I'm sorry, I like the guy, right? I mean, not so much, but I sympathize with him, but at the end of the day, he doesn't have the leverage. He doesn't. You have to know when to walk away. You have to know when to quit. And I'm sorry, he gotta go.
Just to make sure that we're on the same page about the Orange Donald guy, he gave President Zelensky a paper stating he will not follow through any agreements, any peaceful agreements, any support agreements that he owes to follow through, and he also wants half of Ukraine's minerals, to which President Zelensky respectfully declined. And now Donald is throwing a tantrum like a 4-year-old because he didn't get what he wanted.
Was he though? Or was he just putting the bitch in his place?
Spreading Nazi propaganda and lies, saying he wants someone in the government who will be his puppet and give him half the minerals. That is not happening. The orange guy, that is not happening. My president might have been a former comedian, but at least he's not a clown.
Yeah, you're right. Your president's not a clown.
They brought Zelensky into the Oval Office and fucking attacked him. And fuck you people who are celebrating that. Fuck you. Every one of you.
Well, we gotta save the best for last. Let's do this.
This man is fighting for his country. A sovereign nation got invaded. His people were dying. And this motherfucker talks about him wearing a suit. I hate this fucking country. I've never in my life felt like I do right now.
I don't get it, man. Why people over here are so heartless? Why? Like, this man is fighting for his country, and you guys are just so heartless. You have these punk in the Oval Office, and they're just embarrassing. They're just so fucked up, man. It's just so... Like, why would you want to do this to another leader? I'm so ashamed of being an American. Or I forgot to put in the sad music. Just do that real quick. Like, why would you want to... What? What do you mean? No, I'm not gonna fucking fight over there. Like, I don't care if they have conscript or not. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. Look, I support Ukraine, alright? I have a flag on my bio and everything, but I'm not gonna go over there, risk my life for something I really don't believe in. Oh, let me just